Hey, what's up, guys? So, we do a lot of on screen takeoff and quick bid. I know they're expensive as all hell, so if you just have a takeoff software and you need something to do all your pricing with, a good Excel sheet for the drywall, framing, ceilings, painting, siding, all kinds of stuff. I make all these all the time. This is a good one I've made over time for commercial drywall scope of work. You can do it for residential as well. And you're welcome to have this. Just put in the comments that you want it, and I'll send it to you. But to go over it really quick, and of course I can go over it with you on a Zoom call. Plug your project, location, sales tax, overhead and profit. You can put your name, estimator's name, but this links to a bunch of stuff in here. Do not change anything in red. Any dark gray box do not touch. Highlighted in green are your quantities, your height, linear foot, square foot, or count. Orange is your labor per square foot per linear foot. Highlighted in blue is your material. So we'll just run down this really quick. Here's your equipment. Here's your quantity. You got one. You change all these. This is probably a little old. Gives you your cost, marks it up. Then you put in here, this doesn't matter right here. This is where you plug in your quantity. So you want, let's say you want two 19-foot scissors, two 40-foot booms. Then you can change this to fuel and put, maybe plug it in at 500 and put 2, 3, whatever you want to put. There's your total. These add up all the way to here. This is this section. It's in sections, so we'll keep going through this. Patch and prep. Here's your quantity. So you got, I don't know, 25 wall demo scars to do. You got 15 hot patches, miscellaneous. Corner beads. Here's your height, 10 feet high. Dollar material, dollar labor. Marks it up, puts it your count, $15 per stick, basically. So say you got 10 corner beads. Durock swap means when you already do your drywall takeoff, you go through here and you add the square feet of Durock, however many square feet. Let's do your height at 10, and let's say you got 25 feet. That just adds the material cost and your labor cost. If you want to plug in a little bit more labor, 20 cents. I mean, it's up to you. Plug in whatever. That covers your cost when you already have drywall built in, but you want to swap it out with Durock for tile. It just makes it easier. Same with this moisture resistant drywall. Same thing. Blocking. This is just 1 foot run high, basically. $2 material, $3 labor. You can plug in your quantity. 25 feet gives you that. Doors, frames, hardware. Just plug in your quantities. So you got 25 doors, 25 hollow metal frames, 25 hardware. And then it calls for the 2x4 blocking around the jamb. If it doesn't, just leave that blank. FRP, 10 feet high, $1.65 a square foot material, then $5 a square foot labor. That may be high for some people, maybe low, whatever. Put in your quantity, how many feet you have. Your running feet multiplies it by your height. Superintendent, put how many weeks, or not there, sorry, here. I'll say 6 weeks, 500. That's the gist of this upper area. So here's how to build a wall. Basically how QuickBid does it, but it's in an Excel. This is free. QuickBid is expensive as hell. And obviously, if you want, we could build this out extremely more, but here we go. Framing. Let's say you got a 10-foot high wall. Material, labor. Don't touch any of these. Put in your linear feet, 100. This is just an example. Drywall on one side, 10 feet high. Drywall on the other side. That's probably too high. Just plugged it in $1 just for example. Caulk, fire caulk, top and bottom, that's one side. If you got all four, we do 4. If you only got the bottom for caulk, just do 2 runs. Insulation, 10 feet high. There's your mud, basically just grabbing your extra material. And your screws, capturing your material. Your drywall on your labor right here will be your hang and finish. Kind of builds it so your 109.48 is how much it costs per linear foot when you're all said and done. And like I said on here, maybe it was in a quick bid. Where's my drywall? 9 foot, yeah, $85. Demising wall, $150. That's kind of where this number. Same thing in a quick bid. It kind of gives you that, and putting it into here is just a unit cost for your all-in labor material markup. Makes it really easier to bid jobs, and then when you get the job, you can go back through and dissect everything. But basically, your markup, this number plugs into everything, like each line. So if you want to make it 30% markup, everything changes. 40%. See, that went to 122. But basically, go through. So if you got framing that's 20 feet high, you're going to go up to 151. That's your demising wall. Let's say 20 feet drywall each side. Again, this is probably extremely high. We'll drop it to 50 cents. Let's see, insulation probably very high. That's fine. So play with it. Whatever it comes to, it comes to. And you can make multiple walls and then copy this whole section and insert it down here like we already did. Just make a bunch of wall types. Here's your drywall ceiling. Basically, you just plug in $5 or $6, whatever you want to plug in per square foot. Plug in your square foot right there. Acoustical ceiling, same thing. You can go back in and change all these to make it labor material and add it up to there. I've just been doing this for so long, I kind of know the range. Then when you got extra lights, you got a frame. And with the ceiling grid, you know, $12 a light. It adds up. Saves you a lot of money. Grid repair, just square foot number. Ceiling tile, remove and replace, so on and so forth. Then this gathers all of your page totals. Boom, boom, boom. It's kind of complex Excel sheet that we've put together over the years, so I'm happy to go through it with you in more detail. Obviously, this can be in a lot more detail, as you can build a wall with a lot more than just this. But this is a pretty good Excel sheet to have when quick bid is probably just too expensive. And we'll go over siding and paint and flooring and all that other good stuff in other videos. But just comment, let me know what I need to help you guys out on, or add more to the videos, change them up, you name it, let me know.